Welcome back to Car Makeup with me, Sonia Elyss. I show up here week after week to help the beauty industry get online more effectively. What does that mean? Tips, tricks, insider trading. I'm in New York and it's actually a little bit chilly. I brought a blazer. I'm wearing jeans. Can you believe it? No. And it got me thinking. While this is an early chill in the air, it reminded me that a lot of people probably have not started their holiday pitching yet. If you are an influencer, content creator who would like to be getting deals this holiday, now is the time, my friends. In fact, I would even say it's a little bit late, but I do think that the end of August before Labor Day is a great time to start pitching yourself to brands for holiday collabs. Now, with that, a lot of people struggle with pitching. So many people struggle with this. In fact, I think that there's like entire influencer coaches that just help people pitch. You pay them a monthly fee and they pitch for you. And honestly, while I am all for it, like girl, go get your bag as a business idea, people should not be outsourcing their pitching. This is honestly not as difficult as people are making it. What do you need? A little bit of a thought process and a strategy, as well as confidence in your email and writing skills. I do find that a lot of content creators, especially if they're on the younger side, don't have confidence in their writing skills. And it's just because you haven't been a member of the corporate grind for as long as some of us old people have, unfortunately, or fortunate, really, honestly, for you. So let's go over it. Let's simplify. Now, if you are pitching for the holiday season, starting right now, let's say you see this video and you're like, oh shit, gotta get to pitching. Here's what I want you to do. First and foremost, you're gonna go through your email box from the last 6-7 months of the year, and you're gonna pull out a contact list of anyone you have chit-chatted with for anything. So that could be gifting, that could be an event, that could be licensing a piece of content for paid ads. Anytime that you've had DM or email communication with a brand, they get moved to the contact list. Now, this is truly something that you should be doing all year round. Like, don't wait until just now to do this. It's a good thing to do every single month, but if you're just joining us now, that's okay. Set aside an hour or two to really dig through all of your emails, sort through everything, and get organized. That's first and foremost, get organized. Name of the brand or PR agency, name of the contact you have there, email, and then in a notes column, I want you to write whatever the last interaction was. Gifted me X, Y, and Z product, collaborated on X, Y, and Z post, invited me to this event, right? You want to put in any details that you have about the last interaction with them. Once that is all organized and we're ready to move forward, what I need you to do is look at the brand name and then go into your content. Now, again, ideally, this is a strategy that you are imparting all year round, not just right when you get to the holiday season, because this next step is going to take you a hot minute. Oh, I almost lost this in the car. You know when something falls down the little side? She would have been gone forever. Car gremlins, they eat anything that fall between the center console and your seat. So ideally, this is something that you would be doing throughout the entire year. Again, not just trying to do it all at once, but if you're just finding us now, like I said, it's okay to impart this wisdom now. You're gonna look at those brand names of the people that you just wrote on your contact list, and you're going to go through your content. And every time in the last couple of months, you don't need to go back years. It needs to be more current. The last couple of months would be best. Every time you see a piece of content that mentions and praises that brand, you're going to save a hyperlink next to the notes section, right? So it's going to be brand name, contact name, email, notes, which is like the last time you interacted, then a secondary notes, which is links to any content that link back to that product, right? Ideally, this is TikToks, Instagrams, YouTubes. Now, do they have to be dedicated videos? Not necessarily. Ideally, at least one of them is a dedicated video, i.e. you're only talking about their product or their brand and you're not mentioning other products or brands. But if you don't have it, that's not the end of the world. They didn't pay you, ideally, or maybe they did pay you, who knows, for these posts. So if you don't have them dedicated, it's not the end of the world. It's really about building up a content library that links back to that brand, that shows them,
hey, I'm a loyal supporter. Remember me?
Final step. You're going to draft the email or the DM. I would go based off of whatever the last interaction was. For me personally, I think email is stronger and more professional. You're going to draft an email, but if your correspondence with this brand has been primarily over DM, then it's going to be a DM, right? You're going to draft something short and sweet. Please listen to me. As someone who's been a brand marketer for 15 years and who's worked in influencers for 10 years, I can't tell you the amount of pitches I've received. You are going to draft this email and it is not going to be long. I have received so many pitches that the second I opened them, I was like, nope. It was paragraph after paragraph with an attachment that had 12 slides. Girl, you're doing too much. Everything should fit into the body of the email. Hold on, I can't even do my brows yet because I need you to seriously hear me. Everything should fit in the body of the email. I don't want to see attachments. No attachments. There's no reason to send an attachment. In this day and age, 2024, our Lord has given us so many pieces of technology to hyperlink and send people to Dropboxes and send people, like, just don't add an attachment, okay? You don't need it. What you do need is a concise email. Hi, person's name, comma. Are you writing this down? You should be writing this down. Hi, person's name, comma. Hope you've been doing well this summer. Or insert a tiny tidbit of information off of the last interaction you had. I'm reaching out regarding your winter and holiday partnership opportunities. Okay, just let them know right up front. There's no need to be sneaky. As you know, I've been a loyal supporter of the brand. Now, let's just pause here. You better have actually been a loyal supporter of the brand, which means that when you went back to do those links, you found like 3 or 4 places where you featured this brand. As you know, I've been a loyal supporter of the brand this year, and I'd love to discuss what you have going on for the holiday season, right? Not I'd love to discuss partnership, I'd love to discuss you paying me. No, you just want to know what they're doing this holiday season. Okay, that's it. Start easy. Don't come in with a hard sell. Don't come in hot like that. Be cool. Play it cool. As a refresher, my audience is as follows, right? Then you're going to do a summary of your analytics, how many followers you have, your engagement rate, and a few other tidbits of information. Keep this light. Don't go crazy. They want to know how many followers you want to have. They definitely want to know your engagement rate. And if you have something special about you in terms of like percentage of followers or, you know, audience over 40, most people convert X amount. If you have another little tidbit in there, that would be great to include. Last paragraph. This one is the most important. I'm including links to recent content where I've supported the brand. You're going to insert the brand's name. And I'd love to get on a call. Let me just pump the brakes right there. I'd love to get on a call. Okay. You see, I'm serious because I'm gripping the steering wheel and I'm not driving anywhere. This is how serious I am. I'd love to get on a call to discuss your holiday plans and how I might be able to support them, right? Because in reality, not everyone is going to hire you for paid content, but that doesn't mean that you can't support them through the holidays. There could be pop-up shop opportunities. There could be gifting opportunities. There could be giveaways. Maybe they can offer you limited edition packs that they're doing for the holidays and you can give those away. Maybe there is an opportunity for them to sponsor your newsletter, right? There's so many other things and you can't pitch them all in this email. That's why you want to get on the call to hear. That means you listen. You don't say anything. You listen about their holiday plans. Okay. What are your holiday plans? What are you pushing? What are you releasing? What events are you going to be doing? How can I help you create success? That's your job as a creator influencer. It's your job to help the brand create success. You're not there for you. You're there for them.
Hear that again. You're not there for you. You're there for them.
Okay. So you need to show up like that. I'm here to serve. How can I support you through the holiday season? Set up that call. Now, asking for a call shouldn't feel scary because you already know this person, right? This pitch specifically works because it's a warm audience. They've gifted you in the past. They've invited you to places in the past. You've corresponded on DMs previously, right? You should know this person. This is a piece of holiday pitching advice that a lot of people don't like from me, but I'm going to tell you now because as someone who's received the holiday pitches, I know this for a fact. Do not pitch a brand or person you have never spoken to for the entire year during the holiday season. Don't do it. Don't do it. We are inundated with pitches all year round, right? And I'm all for people shooting their shot and stepping up to the plate and trying to make a connection for about 200 of the 365 days of the year, maybe even 300 of the 365 days of the year. I don't want to hear from people I have never spoken to pitching me holiday campaigns in Q4. Q4 is about closing deals for brands. It's about making that last injection of money before you close your books for the year. It's about doing the last little bit of what you projected for the year, which means I only want to partner with people I already know and trust. I have already built a relationship, have already supported the brand I work for out in public to their audience, right? This isn't a time to open up a brand new partnership. I'm sorry. And that doesn't mean you had to be paid from them before, but you have to have been on their radar at least. Okay. I am willing to take a chance on someone that maybe I gifted and I saw they did great organic content and now I'm ready to pay them for holiday, because some brands, they reserve all of their paid budget just for the holiday season. Some don't have any paid budget for the holiday season. Everyone is different. But when I tell you most brands, 99% I can speak to, are not looking to engage a brand new creator that they've never spoken to, never gifted, never interacted with at the end of the year. It's like putting in your third string quarterback in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like trying a brand new makeup routine on date night, on a first date of someone you think is really hot. Okay, go with what works. You're going for tried and true as a strategist. So I'm sorry if this discourages anyone. In fact, I'm not sorry. I hope I'm saving you time. Because if you, I can't get to the browse because I'm too busy lecturing. If you are a content creator who's hearing this and is like, oh, that sucks. If I listen to her advice, that means that I shouldn't be pitching anybody. That means that you're in the early creator stage. And you're right, you shouldn't be pitching anybody. There is a period of time early on as a content creator when your only job is to refine what you're doing online. It is to find your style. It is to start to make these connections that you can later on pitch, right? It's not always about pitch, cold email, find the person on LinkedIn, DM them. No, it's about showing up as a better content creator at first. Get into your groove, hit some milestones. Maybe that's 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers. Maybe it's a larger following. Maybe it is just getting that first PR, those first interactions, right? It's not always about landing the paid deal. The beginning part of your content creation journey is about making connections, building relationships, deciding who you are going to be when you show up online. And for those people, you may not pitch holiday pitching, you may not pitch holiday partnerships until you're in year 2 or 3 of your content creator journey, right? It might be something that you are waiting on. Doesn't mean that you'll never make money until year 2 or year 3. There's plenty of other ways to make money outside of holiday partnerships. I just think that pitching holiday partnerships is something for content creators who have established a presence online and with brands. It doesn't mean that you're not still growing. Doesn't mean that you have a huge following. It means that you've established a connection already and you know how to move that connection forward. All right, I think you get it. My rant is over. The 2 big takeaways, let's just wrap it up and summarize like a true corporate girly. Takeaway 1, get organized, show proof that you have been connected to this brand, create the detailed pitch, send it out thoughtfully. Point two, that kind of took a left-hand turn, even though I'm using my right hand. Not every content creator is meant to pitch holiday partnerships. Part of being a good content creator and not getting down on yourself is knowing where you are on your journey and what goals or milestones you need to hit in order to make it to the level where you feel solid pitching yourself for holiday partnerships. Recently, I have posted on my TikTok an offer for people who have applied to the Sephora Squad. Comment on that post and I will leave you a personalized piece of feedback on your content or on your profile or something. And I got a lot more comments than I was expecting. So apologies if I haven't gotten back to everyone, but I have gotten back to a lot of people. And one thing I noticed as a trend that honestly I could say I see across the board and a piece of the puzzle that I'm constantly working on with people who are in my mentorship program is how can you review and use products differently than everyone else? This is something that's honestly very difficult to do, mainly because I think a lot of people who get into beauty content creation have watched other beauty content creators a lot. And of course, you pick up cues from other people and you do it the way other people do it, right? That's how we learn how to do a lot of stuff, by observing how other people are doing it. Well, what ends up happening if you watch and you go through a lot of beauty content creators' content, you're all reviewing things in the same way. Let me give you an example. Okay, I got the Fenty Beauty, what is this thing called? Gloss Bomb Stick. Okay, a lot of influencers influenced me on this, so clearly it worked, but a lot of people say the same thing. Fenty launched a new gloss bomb stick. Let's try it on. Okay, this is in the shade Spice Cold. It is a beigey pinky nude. By the way, if I could have $1 for every time people said beigey pinky nude in the beauty industry, it's out of control. This is the liner they recommend with it. It's called Traced Out, and I got the color Satin Panty. Let's go in and see what it looks like, right? Okay, you know the script. You know the way it's gonna go here. People who do it differently grow faster. I can't tell you how to do it differently because you have to find that vibe for yourself. If I told you how to do it differently, then I could tell everyone how to do it differently. And then again, everyone's content would start to look the same. You have to step out of your own box and figure out the way to review a product, to use a product, to show me a lip combo, to show me a new base routine that is different than other people are doing it. Part of that is your own personality. Part of my personality is that I create content in this goddamn car, okay? I didn't want it to be this way, but this is my reality, and I bring you here with me. That's just who I am. Some people do car makeup. Some people do vanity makeup. Let me tell you a tip. A lot of people do vanity makeup. A lot of people sit at their vanity and do makeup. It doesn't always have to be like that. It doesn't. You can do things how you want to do them. You can develop new ideas, new concepts, but you really have to push yourself. It's not easy. I'm not saying this in a way that's like, this is so easy, just do it differently than everybody else. No. If it was easy, everyone would do it differently. But what I'm noticing in going to all of these profiles that have commented that they have applied for the Sephora Squad is that their beauty reviews feel the same. Their tips feel the same even. And I know it doesn't mean like, oh, you shouldn't do that review because everyone has done it. No, it means you shouldn't do that review in a way that everyone has done it. You gotta find your special twist on something. That's what's gonna set you apart. That's what's gonna create brand attention, people wanting to partner with you. That's gonna create attention from new followers, people hitting follower. That's the secret sauce at the end of the day, is how are you going to do it differently? The FTC has imparted a new rule to the Influencer Marketing Guidebook. As of October 14th, the Federal Trade Commission has announced a final rule banning fake reviews and testimonials. Many people throughout social media, and I'm sure here on YouTube, have been talking about how this includes the purchase of fake followers for both influencers and brands. But most people are just pulling that portion out alone and not actually diving in deep to what this new rule talks about. There's a lot more going on here than just the ban of fake followers. I want to get into it because I think this is a huge shift for the beauty industry. The headline reads, Federal Trade Commission announces final rule banning fake reviews and testimonials. The rule will allow the agency to strengthen enforcement, seek civil penalties against violators, and deter AI-generated fake reviews. Now, as we go through this, it talks a lot about how fighting fake reviews protects consumers. That's part of the reason why the FTC is involved. And because of the invent of AI, the final rule prohibits fake or false consumer reviews, consumer testimonials, and celebrity testimonials. Interesting. If you're a beauty creator on a little platform called Skeepers, I hope you're listening. Next, buying positive or negative reviews. Final rule prohibits businesses from providing compensation or other incentives conditioned on the writing of consumer reviews expressing a particular sentiment, either positive or negative. It clarifies that the conditional nature of the offer of compensation or incentive may be expressly or implicitly conveyed. Have you ever gone to Sephora or Ulta and sorted out the reviews, removed all the reviews that were done via a partnership? I think that there's like a toggle that you can do on Sephora in the reviews to remove the ones that were done as part of like a campaign. And there's like 2 actual consumer reviews. So I wonder if this means that they'll have to remove all of those other reviews now because those people were compensated in exchange for leaving the review. Sometimes it's just a gift, sometimes it's a Sephora gift card, sometimes it's something else. But it's about to get spicy in the beauty industry. The rule will become effective 60 days after the date it's published in the Federal Register. So this went live on August 14th, so you still have 60 days before this is put into effect. This is going to be really tough on the beauty industry because so much of launching a new product is based on reviews and based off of consumer feedback, but getting that authentic feedback can be extremely difficult, very, very difficult, which is why these sites exist where you can get a gift card, you can get a gift, you can get something in exchange for leaving that review. But according to this new law, that's illegal. I have a very important question for you, but first, I gotta finish my lip. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I need to know, are you a member of the lip service community? What is lip service, you ask? Great question. It is a community that I have worked to build for the past 2 years in a few different iterations. And as of right now, we live and breathe and chit chat on Geneva. There are 225 members of the community currently, and it is completely free to join. Why am I pushing it now? Well, those 225 members are going to be the first to know about something very exciting that I'm launching as the next phase of lip service. Over the past 2 years, I have worked with beauty content creators and beauty brands. I have spent millions of dollars on behalf of some of your favorite beauty and skincare and hair care and body care brands. And I have learned so much. I have done my best to impart all of that wisdom inside my free community, but it's just not enough. It's not enough. So I need to take it to the next step. And the first people who are going to be able to join me there are current members. Okay, early September. I'm not going to give too much away because this is an early tease. And although I am known to be a blabbermouth, I'm going to hold back. Trust me, join. Trust me, join. That's all I have to say. Trust me, join. Link, download Geneva, get into the group. It's so easy. We have 3 or 4 main areas where people chit chat in there. There's something called chit chat. Literally, you can drop anything that you're feeling, seeing, being, content that you need supported, whatever else. 2, we have a gifting tab. People love the gifting tab. Anytime you find a public gifting application link, you can drop it in there. There are tons of links there to get in and start applying for gifting opportunities. We have a creator questions hotline that is all peer driven, which means that you drop in a question there and anybody else from those other 200 plus members can help answer it. And there's just a lot of support. We have a collaborations channel where you can say that you are going live. Can people show up and cheer you on? Lastly, we have a wins area where, it's just like everyone should be celebrating everyone else. So we made an area for it specifically. You get a gifting, a brand you love follows you, you get a paid partnership, you hit 1,000 followers, whatever it is, you drop it there and the whole community cheers you on. It's just a beautiful feeling. Honestly, there's no reason not to join. It's free, it's incredible, it's supportive, and it's helpful. And it's the first place you are going to hear about this next launch. So join now, come hang out with us. We can't wait to see you there. That's all we have time for today on car makeup here on Lip Service World on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe. Come find me at Sonia.Elyss on Instagram and TikTok, and make sure to follow us at Lip Service World on Instagram and here on YouTube. Tune in next time.